Aaron Judge has been the Yankees' top slugger for quite a while now, and more recently, he broke an American League record that has stood firm for over 61 years. But despite making the Yankee Stadium his home for over 8 years, it seems like Judge is on his way out, and he might quickly become one of the top free agents in the MLB. Let's take a look at that and a lot more. First up, what record did Aaron Judge break? At a game with the Texas Rangers, Aaron Judge made history as he hit his 62nd home run of the season, finally eclipsing the record set by Roger Maris 61 years ago. The week before this game, he broke the record for most home runs by a Yankees player in a single season by surpassing Babe Ruth's total of 60 home runs in 1927. To surpass guys like Babe Ruth and Roger Maris is pretty ridiculous, and it goes to show just how dominating of a player Aaron Judge really is. Who knows, maybe Judge can be the 21st century equivalent of Babe Ruth. This is a massive deal since Roger Maris's record was widely considered unbeatable by most baseball fans. Many said that when Maris set the record, there wasn't nearly as much competition or pitching talent as we have today, but despite the consistent improvements in baseball skills, access to advanced training, and so much more, Aaron Judge was still able to break the 61-year record. Coming up, what does this record mean for Aaron Judge's future with the Yankees? Aaron Judge's contract with the Yankees is set to expire after this season, and following that, he's going to be a free agent. Of course, he won't stay a free agent for long since he was already one of the most sought-after players in the MLB, but after this record, he just became a must-sign player by every team, especially the Yankees' biggest rivals. Setting this record has massively increased Judge's value as a player, and this means that the Yankees are going to have to spend a lot more money if they want to keep him around. Judge obviously knows this, and he's going to use that as leverage to get the most lucrative contract ever. Don't be surprised if Judge ends up signing one of the biggest MLB contracts in history later this year. If any player deserves it, it's him. Up next, are the Yankees going to stay with Aaron Judge, or will they sign some other player? The Yankees are one of the richest teams in the MLB. If there's any team that can afford to keep a player as valuable as Aaron Judge, it's them. However, do they really want to keep him? His value might have become overinflated as a player, and it's not like there aren't other sluggers that are just as talented as him. One of Aaron Judge's greatest contemporaries and rivals is Jacob deGrom. He currently plays for the New York Mets, but much like Judge, his contract is set to expire after this season, following which he will become a free agent. deGrom might just be the best pitcher in baseball right now, and that's someone the Yankees would love to have. Even though signing deGrom won't be cheap, it's definitely going to be a lot cheaper than signing Judge again. But at the end of the day, the reason why Aaron Judge brings so much value to the Yankees specifically is that he's already well acquainted with all of the other members of the team. He knows the ins and outs of the team and is very comfortable around everyone. On top of that, he's very well respected by his teammates and the fans, for the most part at least. Next, why did fans boo Aaron Judge at Yankee Stadium? Just weeks after breaking one of the greatest records in baseball and becoming a hero in the Bronx for a century to come, Aaron Judge was literally booed by fans at Yankee Stadium. But why? Well, it had something to do with his abysmal performance during Game 2 of the ALDS against the Cleveland Guardians. The Yankees lost in a 4-2 upset, and absolutely no one expected Aaron Judge, of all people, to be the weakest link of the team. Aaron Judge went 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, one of his worst performances ever. Fans showered the short-lived Golden Boy with more boo than he has ever received in his life. Even though Yankee fans have a reputation for being a bit rough, this was absolutely unprecedented. Following the game, Aaron admitted that he wasn't performing at his best that day. He said that he has to perform better if that's what it comes down to, mentioning that this is something that has happened many times in the past, and it's always disappointing to see. Keep in mind that most fans didn't really boo Aaron specifically, but also the decision to make him go out first. Some of the boos may have been directed toward the management, but at the end of the day, it was Aaron's face on the Jumbotron when the boos were heard, and in all honesty, he may have deserved them due to his weak performance. Coming up next, A-Rod calls out the Yankees for making Aaron Judge lead off. Game 3 of the ALDS didn't go as planned for the Yankees management. Leadoff hitters are supposed to be safe options, fast, contact-focused players that shouldn't be the best hitter on the team. Yet the Yankees still made Judge go out first so that he could get as many good hits as possible early into the game. After 3 strikeouts, this didn't go as planned. It was a massive disappointment for everyone involved, especially Judge, and former Yankee legend Alex Rodriguez slammed the decision to make him lead. He referred to the model of making the best player lead as gimmicky baseball. He pointed out that none of the best players of the Yankees ever went first, not Babe Ruth, not Barry Bonds, or anyone else. He said that he doesn't know if Aaron Boone or Brian Cashman was behind the decision for Judge to go out first, but whoever it was needs to seriously change up their approach. It's not going to work out for them and the team in the long run. It's pretty sad that Aaron Judge has to deal with the consequences of a decision that he ultimately didn't make. He could have been riding the wave of his record-breaking home run, but he ended up losing all that momentum because of one bad game. Now, let's take a look at some other related news. First, is Tom Brady going to sign Aaron Judge to the Bucs? As we've already mentioned, practically every team in the MLB has set their sights on Aaron Judge since he's going to become a free agent soon. But did you expect an NFL team to be interested as well? Tom Brady of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers recently made a pitch for the Yankees since his own team has had to deal with so many injuries and performance-related issues. During a podcast with Judge as a guest, Brady said that Judge is simply such a good runner that he would make a great tight end in the NFL, specifically for the Bucs. Believe it or not, Aaron Judge was actually a high school football player, but ended up playing baseball anyway. Considering the fact that he's 6'7" and weighs 280 pounds, he would be a great fit in the NFL anyways. Up next, the Yankees advanced to ALCS. Despite all of the talks about Judge's imminent free agent status, the 30-year-old outfielder is still putting up some of his best performances to date with the New York Yankees. During Game 5 of the ALDS against the Cleveland Guardians, he helped his team win 5-1 by hitting a home run. This was a winner-takes-all game, which made it by far the most important game of the postseason for the team. And after Judge's disappointing performance in Game 3, he finally had a chance to prove himself as a player again. After this victory, the Yankees advanced to the ALCS against the Houston Astros. During Game 1 of the ALCS, the Yankees lost 4-2 against the Astros. This was once again a pretty disappointing performance on behalf of the Yankees and Aaron Judge. Thankfully, this game took place at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas, so Judge couldn't face the full brunt of the Yankees crowd this time around. And finally, how much money could Aaron Judge make in his next contract? With all the talk about Aaron Judge's next contract, a lot of people are confused about what the player is really worth. Judge previously rejected a 7-year, $213.5 million extension by the Yankees, believing himself to be worth a lot more. Instead, he signed a 1-year, $19 million contract to play for the remainder of 2022. Apparently, Aaron Judge wants either 10 years for $375 million or 8 years for $328 million, regardless of what team he ends up choosing. With his recent record, it seems more likely than ever that Judge is going to get that contract, but of course, nothing is confirmed yet. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Aaron Judge is going to stick with the Yankees? Let us know in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.